This is the Hispaniola History Channel, La Historia de Hispaniola, presented by David Rodriguez. Big right now with the Latino, like they're saying, hey, why should we take on this white man's term or, very politicized. We should use LatinX because it's more inclusive. Okay, first of all, the Afro-Latino term didn't come from recent. It's not a recent thing. It came to us from the Afro-Latino community that was already in New York. People like Schomburg, Arturo Schomburg,
Sure.
you know what I'm saying, coming up with these terms because they know, hey, we're in a community of a lot of folks are melanated, except some of us speak Spanish. So he realized there's a need not to separate us, but at least to give us some identity. So that's to show you that this is early 1900s now in Harlem. This to show you the population of Afro-Latinos in Harlem.
Yes.
For him to even come up with a term like that.
Yes. Yes.
It's
yes.
not like he's doing it with him and a couple of his friends. He might have came to Harlem and like, oh shoot, all these Afro-Cubans, Afro-Puerto Ricans, Dominicans ain't arrived yet. So he was like, yo, we need something. Mm-hmm. So this person goes on to be the father of Black history and African American studies. So how are we gonna discount this man's term? This ain't coming from no government. This is coming from your best scholar. So we have to recognize the term. But now to deal with this term Latino and Latina. They say, oh yeah, the French came up with it in the 1800s to kind of include all the Latino. False.
No.
The first time this word Latina or Latino came to us is during the time of the Inquisition. When they were expelling the Moors and the Sephardic Jews out of Spain. The men leaving Spain, now you're kicking out people who are scientists, traders, linguists, poets. These were people that made Spain what it was, right? Now they're being kicked out. Some of the women are staying behind, right? Now, Queen Isabella, right? Now taken into power, you can't just come into power not knowing nothing. You kicked out all your brilliant scholars, your poets, and you start from scratch. So you can't be no queen like that. She brings in someone who is known as a Hidalgo from a Zomaran community. These were people who were rich at one point, but now are struggling. Now, who would have been rich at one point, they're now struggling. They now have all these talents, right? Mm-hmm. It's almost, remember when Germany when we was in war with Germany, United States, and once they defeated Germany, they took all their scientists, right? That's how NASA got created. So rewind, the same thing was going on. You take down an empire, you ain't gonna kill all your scientists and your mathematicians and poets and your architects. It's not off with their heads. You're gonna bring them in to your empire. So now Queen Isabella bringing someone named Beatrice Galindo, who is she was called the most educated woman of her time.
Wow.
Nicknamed her the Latina.
Oh, I like the Latina.
Oh, no, my brother takes off his hat.
Hold on.
I like that. I gotta like it. Tell me more. Tell me more.
Because this whole pushback behind the hate behind the word Latino came from a certain community saying, hey, you're not being inclusive. Some of us are Latinas. When the first time we even heard of the term was Latina, and it was associated with highly educated people.
Wow. Wow.
Fast forwarded to the 1900s, and where the term Afro-Latino comes to us from a highly educated Latino.
Yep. allá en Harlem. Whoa.
This is the Hispaniola History Channel, La Historia de Hispaniola, presented by David Rodriguez.